avoid Manila.
Everybody told me not to come to Manila. Avoid this place at all costs.
The crime rate is really high, the traffic is really bad.
This is Metro Manila, or should I say Manila, which is what the locals call it. I was cautioned to avoid this place at all costs and head straight for the scenic islands of the Philippines. I was told that Manila is unsafe, dirty, and there's nothing to do there.
So I ignored everyone's advice and I made it my very first stop on the trip.
Let me explain why. So I was given the same spiel when I told people I was going to Naples and Bangkok. And those places blew my mind. I love a city that is an assault on the senses. So this poses the question, is Manila really worth visiting? Let's find out. Very first impressions here in Manila, like wow. Can we take a moment, look at the view from our balcony?
First impressions, Manila is huge buildings, beautiful weather. And we're right next to a huge shopping mall as well. I am seriously impressed. You're simply the best.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I feel like people led me to believe it wasn't going to be like this, that it wasn't going to be full of like skyscrapers and loads of natural parks and beauty, but they'd be lying. Can you take a moment? You can see all these high rises, giving American vibes, giving Hong Kong vibes. Fully built up district. I don't know what people are talking about. And then also, if you can see just behind me is the American cemetery. That's where all of the American soldiers that were heroes that fought in World War II. It's absolutely huge here behind me, and it's like in a nice little circular formation. You can see all the headstones and the little crosses just to commemorate them all. And you know what I love? What is a great mix here? So I feel like we're in the business district, right? We're in the heart of the thick of like the financial district. Like it's all very modern, metropolitan. Upstairs, I can hear a rooster crowing on the balcony upstairs. Like it's the perfect mix between like rugged and rural and then like metropolitan city vibes. Love it, so cool. We're gonna get ready, head out, see what's in store for us today, and continue on our first impressions here of Manila.
Joy is who you share it with.
So after a very long taxi ride, it was almost an hour and a half because the traffic here was crazy, we have made it to Rizal Park. Now originally, my very first stop that I wanted to go to was Venice Mall. It was very close to us, but the day was getting away from us. The traffic was crazy, so we're going to skip that, but I'm not even too disappointed. We got to see the Venetian in Macau, and I've heard it's very similar. I know in the one here that it's pet friendly, and the same as the one in Macau, you can actually do the gondolas, you can have the gondoliers singing, and in the one here, apparently you can even put a lock on the Lovelock Bridge, which is pretty cool. So gutted we didn't see that, but moving swiftly on, we are now here in Rizal Park, and it was formerly called Luneta Park, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a little haven away from all the chaos of the city. It's really nice and peaceful. But to give you a little bit of background information about what it is here, so Rizal Park was basically built in commemoration of Dr. Jose Rizal, who is basically a Filipino national hero because he's the one that kind of kick-started all of the rebellion and fighting back against Spanish colonialism. So they've actually done this park in to commemorate him, you know, to say that it's about freedom and independence. So it's very, very nice, very peaceful, and there's a beautiful monument to commemorate him, and there's even a guard there paying his respects. So we've seen the country's national hero, now I want to try the country's national dish. And no, I'm not talking about adobo rice, I am talking about chicken joy. Let's try authentic Jollibee. It is so nice here in Rizal Park. I didn't even realize that they have Japanese gardens, they've got Chinese gardens, there's picnic tables to have your lunch, there's lovely water features here you can sit beside, there's shaded areas. I would 10 out of 10 recommend you add this to your must visit list in Manila. Okay, right. Hi!
This lovely group of school kids started waving us over, and they were the best. Honestly, they were so enthusiastic about the video and it made us feel so welcome.
Subscribe to Lauren Content!
Thank you so much. High five. High five. High five. High five. Lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. You guys are so friendly. This is our first day in the Philippines. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
They're so cute. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. obsessed with them. They're like the nicest children I've ever met. In London, if somebody sees me on camera, they just slag you off. Oh my God, first in Manila, I've been made to feel so welcome. What polite children. Like, honestly, their parents should be so proud of them. Honestly, the loveliest children. They've made me feel so welcome. Oh my God, I could cry. Okay, thank you so much for being on my video if you're watching this. I saw what it's like to be famous. All right, on to Jollibee. We've got sidetracked. On to Jollibee. We ordered a lot of food in Jollibee, so I've made an entire video on our very first impressions trying Jollibee in the Philippines. I'll pop a link for that video on screen and in the description. So after we polished off our feast, it was time to make our way over to the Spanish Quarter. Alright guys, so next up on the tour, we're here in the old Spanish town in Manila. It's actually known as Intramuros, meaning within these walls. So it's actually surrounded by huge thick stone walls because back when it was under Spanish rule, it was built as a fortress to protect the city from foreign invasions. And since then, you can really see the influence of Spanish, Mexican, Chinese, and Filipino all in the architecture that's all around you. And just to let you know, it's also been used as a filming location, both for TV and film domestically and internationally. You can kind of see why, like it's super photogenic, it's super picturesque, and it's a really different structure compared to the rest of Manila. So let's go check it out. You guys, even the Starbucks here in old Spanish town in Manila is a vibe. Like, can we take a moment? I really don't encourage people to go to Starbucks when you're away, and I'm a hypocrite because I've already been to one in Hong Kong and I've been to one in Lisbon, and I'm very tempted to go to this one. We're going to take a little bit of a walk down the street, see if we see an independent one that's more Manila vibes, but if not, I'm more than happy to go here for a coffee. Okay, let's check out the rest of the Spanish town. Alright guys, we have taken a little shade break now. We're in Batala bar. Lee's gone for an iced coffee. I actually don't know what I'm getting. I basically said that I didn't want any dairy, so they said they would, like, I don't know, make me some sort of drink without dairy. It's non-alcoholic, I'm assuming. And we've got a beautiful seat on the second floor. I'm not sure if you can see behind me. Lovely balcony views. We're overlooking some sort of Filipino wedding celebration. It looks absolutely beautiful. And at the back of the coffee shop is where the wedding is happening. And it looks stunning. So we've got our drinks. It looks very appetizing. Not entirely sure what it is, but let's give it a go. It's like lemonade with a bit of mint blended into it. Not overly sweet, actually quite sour, but very refreshing on a hot and humid day like today. It's definitely like 31 degrees outside. I'm pretty sure it's like 99% humidity. Your girl is melting, and Lee's gone for a lovely caramel latte. Also, side note, I don't know if there's something in the water here, but every single Filipino person that I've heard singing, and we've only been here a few hours, there's a girl in the apartment next door was singing, the ladies downstairs were singing, people in the taxi singing. Why can you all sing? Like, what's going on and where can I get this talent from? Because everybody can carry a tune. I've never known anything like it. It's unbelievable. If we had more time, I would love to hit up a karaoke bar in Manila tonight and just hear like a couple of Filipino Celine Dion's belt it out. But I don't think we have time for that. So for now, our mint lemonades are going to have to suffice. Cheers, guys. Next up on the tour, we're going to go to the oldest Chinatown in the world. Obviously not including China itself, but right here in Manila, we're in Chinatown. You just cross the Pasig River, beautiful views at sunset, bridges in the back, lovely colonial lighting, and then head over here and let's check out the street food. Let's do it. Guys, we have come to Chinatown in the hopes of getting some street food, but it looks like everything's shut. Look, all the way down there, it's like majority of the stuff is closed. There's one thing open here, but we're looking for a specific thing because we've obviously just come from Hong Kong and Macau. We've had a lot of like Chinese food. So we're trying to see if we can find something a little bit more unique here that we haven't already tried in either Hong Kong or Macau. Like we've had the dumplings, we've had the bao buttons, we've had a lot of noodles. So let's see if we can find something else. It's not looking too promising though. Everything looks closed. Guys, I do not believe it. They have Lord Stows Bakery here. We queued for 25 minutes and the queue didn't move in Macau. We tried to get it again in the Venetian in the Macau, couldn't find it. And here it is, right in front of us in Manila with no queue. So there's a little bit of a queue, but nothing like what it was in Macau. We literally got the last 4 and they're warm. I saw the guy walking out with the tray, and as soon as we paid for ours, the lady people walked in the door and she just said no more. So happy days, we got them. Okay, so we are sanitized. We've got our 4 egg tarts here, and just to let you know, so unlike the other egg tarts that you will find like in Asia, these are traditional ones. They're actually made by an English pharmacist called Andrew. Long story short, he moved over to the Macau, Hong Kong area, and he didn't want to leave. Like, he was there to study pharmacy, but he wanted to stay, so he met like a lovely Macau lady, married her, settled down, and opened up his bakery. And here we have it. And these have been endorsed by David Beckham himself. So like I said, if it's good enough for Beckham, it is good enough for your girl. Delicious. 128 layers, no more, no less. And inside you got that creamy custard. And again, it's not overly sweet. I found a lot of the desserts in Asia haven't been overly sweet, just the right amount of sweetness. I do feel like it's missing the cinnamon and the icing sugar, but that's just personal preference. That's just me. Hats off to Lord Stowe. We are going to tuck in and enjoy these, and if we have time, it's a very big if, because we do have a flight really, really early in the morning and it's completely dark outside, it's getting late, we have one final stop that we want to bring you to, so bear with us, guys. We're going to enjoy these.
To make it about 40 minutes in a taxi, and we're here. We're at the SM Mall of Asia. Apparently this is like one of the most incredible malls here in the Philippines, if not the world.
It's the biggest in Asia.
The biggest in Asia. So big boy here needs a pair of shorts. He's in the market for them. So hopefully we can get one before we gotta get 2 Betty Buys and catch our flight, because we're not finished in the Philippines. We're just getting started. Okay, gotta put the camera away, go through security. See you inside. I know it's like the biggest mall in Asia, and I don't know what I was expecting, but this is nice.
Ooh, this is nice.
They've gone all out. The whole place is decked to the walls. Lights on lights on lights. This has to be one of the cleanest malls I've ever seen. Look, not a speck of dirt, not a fingerprint. What's happening? What?
Look, it's just a car with
oh my god, hold on. Why is there self-driving dogs? What's happening? Why is there self-driving? Who's driving?
They're security dogs.
This is like the Tesla. They're canines. Welcome to the future, folks. Just for a size reference, that's Lee, and this is the size of the teddy bear cat, okay? Was to go to a thing called like a seafood dapper, and you basically pick out your seafood and you pick a restaurant and they cook it up for you real nice, and you have a whole local experience, right? That was plan A. Given the fact that we are so limited on time and we did eat a lot of Jollibee and we did have some egg tarts, we're now contemplating maybe getting a snack here in this food court. If you do want to see what the dapper restaurants look like, my friend Ryan, One Shot Adventures, he went to check it out. It looks class, so go check out his video. I will pop the link for it up here if you want to go watch it. For now, me and Lee are going to check out the food court and see if anything tickles our fancy. There seems to be plenty options. But Lee decided on some food. He has gone for some Hong Kongese food. We literally just left Hong Kong and he can't get enough of it. So he's gone for some sort of 3-cup chicken. Apparently it tastes like buffalo sauce. He wanted it with vegetables, but they didn't have any. I wanted a barbecue pork bun. They didn't have any. And there was something else that he wanted and they didn't have any. It's like if you've ever seen Santa Claus 1.
Cold glasses of a delicious seasonal favorite, eggnog.
We're out.
All chocolate milk, please.
We're out. Plain milk's fine.
They said it's got a bit of a kick to it. I'm waiting for the kick. Tasty though. I like it. I want to ask for chili oil. We got the chili oil.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
It's better with the chili oil. That's surprisingly tasty. That chicken. I get that again. It's like a sit-down meal in a restaurant. This is lovely.
You didn't even want to.
I didn't even want it. Filipinos really know how to do fried chicken, I'll tell you that much. It's not the most appetizing looking soup I've ever seen, if I'm being honest. It's like chicken broth. It's grand. It's a bit thicker than soup. There's a bit of viscosity to it. That's a grand. They have more flavour than I expected. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to tuck in and enjoy. Bon appetit. That is it for the Mall of Asia, and that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, because we certainly did. I will definitely be back in Manila. But on to the next part of the Philippines. Stay tuned, because we've got plenty more in store for you. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye and good luck. Mwah! Adios, Manila.
This is literally paradise.
Oh, hello has arrived. 10 out of 10.
Don't judge us. We're Jollibee addicts. Take away my passport. I'm never leaving.